Her hand was shaking. Not because she was cold. Not because she was afraid. Because of what she was reading. She had found his phone completely by accident. She wasn't snooping. She wasn't suspicious. She was trying to turn off his alarm. And then a message appeared on the screen. A message from someone called home. His contact for home was not her. This is what she found. And this is what she did about it. Her name was Claire. She was 38 years old. She had been married to Daniel for 11 years. By every measure she had access to, their life was good. A house in a quiet suburb. 2 kids, a boy of 8, a girl of 6. A marriage that had its rough patches, but didn't every marriage? Daniel was a regional sales manager. He traveled a lot. 2 weeks every month, sometimes 3. Claire had adjusted to this years ago. She told herself the absences were what paid for the house. She told herself a lot of things. That Tuesday in October began like every other Tuesday. She made breakfast. She dropped the kids at school. She came home to an empty house and started her workday. Daniel was away, Chicago, he'd said. A 3-day conference back Thursday. His phone had been left on the kitchen counter, charging. She noticed it at 7:15 in the morning. He must have forgotten it in the rush to the airport. That was the first thing that didn't make sense. Daniel never forgot his phone. He was obsessive about it. In 11 years, she had never once seen him leave without it. She picked it up to text him, let him know she had it. She'd been meaning to get his sister's number, too. She tapped the screen, and the message was already there, waiting. The message read, "The kids won't stop asking when Daddy's coming home." She read it again and again. The kids. She opened the thread. It went back 4 years. For years of messages from a woman named Rachel. Hundreds of them. Thousands, maybe. Texts about school pickups. About grocery runs. About mortgage payments. About their daughter, Lily, who just turned 5. About their son, Noah, who was 7 and apparently very much like his father. 2 children. Daniel had 2 children with another woman. He had a second family. A second home, 32 miles away. Claire sat down on the kitchen floor. She doesn't remember deciding to do that. Her legs just stopped working. She sat there for 20 minutes, holding his phone, reading a life she had no idea existed. And then something shifted. She got up off the floor. She made herself a cup of coffee. She sat at the kitchen table, and she started to think. Later, she would say that was the moment everything changed. Not when she found the messages. When she decided what to do with them. She did not call him. She did not call her mother, or her sister, or her best friend. She called a divorce attorney. Within 48 hours, she had consulted 2 lawyers. The second one specialized in high-asset divorce. She told him everything. He told her 3 things. 1, say nothing. 2, document everything. 3, act before he knows you know. So that's exactly what she did. Over the next 6 weeks, Claire built a case. She photographed every document she could access. Bank statements, insurance policies, property records. She hired a forensic accountant quietly on her own money. What they found was worse than the affair. Daniel had been running a parallel financial life for years. A second bank account. a separate investment portfolio, a house in Rachel's name, bought with marital assets, money that should have belonged to both of them, money that belonged, in part, to their children. She kept showing up to dinner. She kept asking about his trips. She kept being Claire. Warm, reliable, completely unsuspecting. She was none of those things. On a Wednesday morning in December, Daniel came home from a conference. He walked through the front door. He set his bag down. He called her name. She was sitting at the kitchen table with her attorney. There was a folder on the table. Inside that folder were 114 pages. Bank records, property transfers, phone records, a signed statement from the forensic accountant, photographs. Daniel looked at the folder. He looked at the attorney. He looked at Claire. And she just looked back. The divorce was filed that afternoon because she had moved quickly before he could restructure anything. She was entitled to half of every asset, including the second property, the house he had bought for Rachel. Her name was on the settlement. She didn't take it to punish him. She took it because her children deserved financial stability, and because 11 years of her life had helped pay for it. Every single cent of it. Claire moved into a new house 8 months later. Smaller than the old one. Quieter. Her kids have their own rooms. She told me that the hardest part wasn't the betrayal. It wasn't the finances or the legal process or even telling her children. It was the 6 weeks of pretending she didn't know. Sitting across from him at dinner. Watching him lie so easily. Understanding, maybe for the first time, just how long he'd been doing it. She said something I haven't been able to stop thinking about. She said, "I didn't get angry when I found out. I got organized. If you've been through something like this, or you're afraid you might be, I'll leave a resource in the description. And if this story stayed with you, there are more below." Some people mistake silence for surrender. Claire just wanted them to.